Greetings, everyone. My name is Tabisa. I have decided to advise on the do's and the don'ts on your 20s. I know some of us would have missed this information because we don't really get a platform to discuss or to talk about those things, especially that some of our parents do not really advise on what is good and what is bad on our 20s in terms of finances. So I will be addressing 6 do's and the don'ts, which one is to start saving for your retirement when you still have the energy. So that means in this case, you do not know your tomorrow, and you better start saving whilst you still have time and energy. So that means it's your time versus money. When you start doing your investments or your savings for your retirement, then your premiums will be very, very low compared to starting to save for your retirement when it is too late in life. The other one is do not buy a very expensive car. I know there is no set amount for the first car. One can buy anything of his or her choice, but at least just buy something that will take you from point A to point B, and it should be within your salary scale or salary range. And preferable, I would suggest that at least it should not exceed the 10% of your salary so that you may be able to breathe and do things without any pressure. The third one, okay, basically when I say so, is the fact that a car is an asset that depreciates. So if you at least get your asset that will take you from one point to the other while you're still young on a cheaper amount, then it means that later in life you'll be able to get a very expensive car or a car of your choice, and you will not regret getting it later when you maybe have the family. The third one is that you do not open many clothing accounts, or let me say many accounts, because this is what happens. As you open an account, every account opened will reflect on your credit history. So sometimes when you apply for financing, the only thing that they will do is to ask for your ID number, and your ID number is linked to each and every account that belongs to your ID number. And that will mean now it may reduce your scoring. And if you need to get a very good asset such as a house or property, that means this will work against you. Your scoring may be very low because of the active accounts which you might use or not use. You may never even know that sometimes you may not even be able to pay the accounts, and that will lead you to be listed on the credit bureau. The fourth one is you choose your career wisely. I know it's not easy to choose our careers. Sometimes we go through proper guidance, but still would make wrong decisions. When I say choose your career wisely, it means that you should do something that you will enjoy doing, even if you don't get a job later on, but you'd still enjoy doing. Or maybe that will be helping you to generate more money based on the skill that you have acquired in the process. And again, if you do something that you enjoy or like, it will mean that there will still be money that will be coming in, even if you are not employed. These days, there's a scarce skill, especially in where what skills are required, such as your plumbing, your electrical, your carpentry, your mechanics, anything that will use your hands. So the basic resource which everyone needs is your time, is your hand, and is your brain. So if one uses or develops or acquires a skill which is very scarce, then it will at least be on demand. You will be able to work for yourself. So that will mean that it's a demand versus a skill. Because if you look at the plumbers these days, there's a call out fee which they have. Your call out fee could be 300, 400 rands just to assess the problem. But now, if you choose a course or a career path which you don't feel comfortable with, then it means that you are only increasing your debt without considering the fact that it will not benefit you, because you pay for your skill and you don't want to create, or you don't want to have unnecessary debts for something which will not benefit you. The second last is you do not get a pet when you are not ready. I know sometimes loneliness would require you to get a pet or get something that you will have to take care of, like a dog or a cat or any other pet or a fish. So basically, if you get a pet, unfortunately, you'll have to take care of it. Buy food for it, walk it, take it to the vet, and all other stuff. The last one is your budget. You should always fit into your budget. Whatever that you do should not exceed your budget. Your budget is your allowance, or it's your monthly income. So make sure that you do not bite more than you can chew. If you bite more than you can chew, that means you will be beginning to have debts or unnecessary debts. And unfortunately, many people do not recover on the gap or on the debts when they have started debts early, because chances are they would be listed on a credit bureau, or it would be counting against them. And indeed, it is not easy to recover from debts. I hope this has brought some light, or you would maybe consider one or two to apply in your life, so that you may not go through what other people went through. This will be a continuation. Like I initially recorded the 20, 30, 50 rule of spending your money. I have the video for that. I can still send it to you if you need it. Bye.